A gentleman called Atudonyang, who's jetted back in the country 3 days to the election. That's on page 6. He's the Kano governor candidate. Nicholas Atudonyang jetted back into the country on Saturday, only 3 days before elections. Atudonyang, a US-based doctor, was elected as Governor John Lonyangapuo's deputy in 2017. And he now is the candidate. He lives in the US. He's been living in the US since then. But now, 3 days to the election, after being nominated by Kanu, he's coming to send Lonyangapuo home.
Wow.
It goes back to, I think, what we were saying about the decision-making that happens in political parties.
Right.
If somebody has been absent, like this person here, why should the voters be saddled with having to deal with him?
Mm-hmm.
The thing about this story and this question is that he's insisting he's still the deputy governor of West Pokot to date, and he's been away, right? He's now the candidate, but still the same problem that we have, just that the political unaccountability of not all the political parties, but in many ways I think how politicians just hold the citizens. There's just a level of
disrespect,
a lot of disrespect,
and impunity, and lack of respect for the people. It's really lack of respect for the people. So we elect you, and then you go into another country. Shouldn't you be impeached?
Impeached?
You should be impeached. Yeah, I don't know why that motion was never raised, or I don't even know how we're still calling him.
He's still he's still a deputy governor.
Yes.
This is a perfect candidate for impeachment, and this is the scenario, precisely the scenario why we envisage that we should be able to impeach the governor and the county government. But as you remember, you recall what the MPs did to the legislation that was meant to facilitate impeachment. They virtually made it impossible to do that.
Right.
Okay, final thoughts, Wajiro?
Final thoughts. Of course, when we go out to vote, there will be a lot of information on social media everywhere. So make sure whatever information you receive, especially about the elections, about the results, make sure you verify it before you share it. Please verify any information you receive before you share it, because it's very possible for us to have a situation where something is happening and yet it's false, and then it's sharing and all these things. So please verify information that you share, especially on WhatsApp, on Facebook, on Twitter. That is also another way to have a peaceful election.
In an era filled with disinformation and fake news.
And fake news. Please verify before you share. I know NTV will be sharing, accurate information, citizen standards. So if the information you receive has not been seen on any other, verified channel, then don't share it.
Surely you can't be the first to come up with this. Final thoughts, bro.
Absolutely.
My sense, all eyes are on the IBC, and I think it calls for a lot of patience. There's a lot of distrust given what has happened in the past, but that kind of atmosphere does not encourage clear thinking. So I think we as citizens need to give the IBC the space and the time that it needs, so that it can give us the right results. I think we'd rather wait, be patient and get the right results, then rush the IBC and get outcomes that we will clearly dispute. So I'm just hoping that citizens will be patient with the IBC.
All right.
And the courts when it eventually
when we get there.
Gets there.
When we get there. All right.
Yes.
All right. Thanks,
Yes.
Prof. And I think this is where we're going to wrap it up on just this particular hour of Decision 2022. But remember, it is a continuing coverage till the very last day, where we'll be getting those results from the different polling stations, and of course from